In his first season, 1-0. Been at Nicholls State before Austin Clonch. They were picked. They're in the American Conference, by the way. That's where Wichita and Tulsa are located. They were picked this season 11th, tied with Temple. So it's a work in progress. And the ball will go in the air. We call the action from left to right, right to left if you're watching on the tube. And it's Scott to jump, and the Braves lose their third straight jump of the year. And Monsanto with it. He's got the dribble, and he works against the Bradley forward, Montgomery. High post passes to Scott. His pull-up jumper is partially blocked, and then the ball is knocked off a foot out of bounds, and the Braves will have it, and they get a stop on their opening possession. Among the fans standing tonight on his 90th birthday, Joe Napoli in the front row, ready to field something. And here comes Duke Dean with it across the timeline, gets a ball screen a little bit, not used by Atlason. He's on the shield, straight away to the left. Looks to go one-on-one here. Shot clock reads 14, now 13. This is for Atlason, by the way, this first play. He's at the high post. Shot clock winding down, 7-6 on the shot clock, so this play is not going to work. There's Atlason with it with 3, now 2. Drives to the basket, off the glass too hard, and then it's out of bounds.
Shot clock violation. Didn't hit the rim.
So there's a turnover for the Braves in their first possession. Number 4 is Marcus Millender. Gives it to the high right. And a post passes again to Scott. His shot was partially blocked the last time. A ball fake going to the basket all the way down. Off the glass too hard. The shot is missed.
Probably on Montgomery. Scott basically flew to the boards, and Montgomery kind of chucked him as he was going up in the air and took his feet out from under him.
So it'll be inbounded. You got to watch Spears. He is inbounding here, and lots of times baseline left. He gets a return pass. With it is Scott. Hands it to Spears. He's straight away. Guarded by Montgomery. 12-11 on the shot clock. Millender with 9, now with 8, now with 7. Driving all the way down is Scott. Missed a shot again.
Actually, that was a block. By Hannah.
So the first block for Darius. And here's Duke Dean. Goes to the left in the wing there. High post pass Darius Hannah to Atlason. Back to Darius. Is he going to go one-on-one here? Ball fake. Gives it to Christian Davis in the lane. And he lays it up. That's partially blocked. Rebound is put up and bounce it. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Darius Hannah.
Yeah, Scott is their rim protector. He got the first shot from, was it Davis?
Yes.
And then, but Hannah was there to gather it up, and then he gets fouled.
Everybody's still standing and will until the Roadrunners score. 2 free throws for Darius Hannah. First one is bounces off. That's his first miss. Bradley at the free throw line, 72%. Hannah is much better at the free throw line. He made that one, swished it. 1-0 Braves at 18-10 of the first half. And they're going to show a little pressure down court.
Yeah, full court.
And with it across the timeline is Millender. Takes it between the rings and
walked.
Turnover.
He was looking for Scott on the roll, but was not there. Atlason did a nice job of helping and getting back to his man, cutting off the passing lane, forced the travel.
Montgomery inbounds to Duke Dean, who crosses the timeline on the right-hand side. Looks for a ball screen and gets it. A nice one, and his 3 ball is up and in and out. Rebound is tipped, but then tip into the hand of the Roadrunner. Spears runs, cross-court shot for 3 is missed badly. Long rebound is to Duke Dean. Across the timeline, still 1-0. And Duke's between the rings. Finds inside Hannah. Hook shot is in. He's got the 3.
Nice look. Got good find. Wide open. Basically, UTSA got lost on defense.
Bradley's defense has been very good the first few times down the floor. And there's another turnover. They sent him in back door, or at least down to the lane, and the pass was made. Atletson out, and Menajanovic comes in. Mena averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per game. Serbian is down on the baseline now. Duke Dean with it, and the pass is fumbled. Actually, it was pretty low, and Darius Hanna couldn't get it, and the layup at the other end is Spears and makes it a 3-2 score. So they score 2 points on the turnover. Here's Duke Dean's three. That's good!
Yeah, that's a misassignment there. Scott got switched out onto him, didn't really go hard at him, and you're going to leave Duke Dean open. He'll hit that.
That 3 ball brought to you by Envision Insurance Agency Group and Auto Owners Insurance. With it on the dribble is Monsanto for the first time. He touches it in their offense, waiting for a ball screen. Going downhill is Millender. Stops. And now it's Horton who touches it for the first time. His shot is missed. Rebound is off a couple of hands, and they picked it up, so they get a second shot at it. It's 16-16, and here's a jumper. Good. A 3 ball thrown down by Primo Spears. And the Braves have a 6-5 lead. Substitution coming on the bench. 3 players coming on for the Roadrunners when we have an official time. Here's a pass thrown away and tipped out of bounds, and here's your official time. Yeah. We played 4 minutes, 16 minutes to go in the first half. 6-5 Braves. They'll inbound baseline left or sideline left when we come back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 34 has been serving their members, contractors, and customers for over 120 years. IBEW Local 34 proudly serves in the communities of Peoria, Galesburg, and Quincy, while representing over 1,000 industrial, commercial, residential electricians, and communication technicians, working together to see that the highest standards of craftsmanship and safety are maintained, and that the customers receive the best value in the electrical industry. Visit IBEW34.org today, a proud supporter of Bradley Athletics.
The Bradley Braves didn't head into this season without a game plan. Choosing the best strategy for the road ahead is essential. Thankfully, making a game plan is easier with Health Alliance. When you become a member, you get access to doctors you trust, perks you deserve, and customer service reps always ready to help. Join a winning team that's dedicated to delivering dependable coverage, made for Bradley fans like you. Learn more at healthalliance.org.
Accumulation, preservation, generation. At Busey Bank, these are the principles we use to build meaningful financial partnerships with our clients and their families. With sound advice and vast resources, partner with Busey for a personalized approach to your legacy. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth, since 1868, member FDIC.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Bradley Braves basketball is brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics. Whether your game is on a basketball court or on a playground, you can get back to action with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you from the OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Sports Orthopedics. Find out now. Go to osfhealthcare.org/orthocare. Well, the Bradley defense has been pretty good here early in the game. I thought this was going to be more up and down. It looks like the defense is better for both teams.
Well, it's like anything. You try to take away a team's strength, and Bradley hasn't, other than the turnover where Primo Spears got out and ran, other than that, they've not been able to run, and they have not looked comfortable have the Roadrunners in their half-court offense with 2 turnovers.
Let's see. Do they have 6 into the game, Chad?
They do.
And that is Mo Jai. He's from Centerville. Mobakar Mojai. And back in is Atleson. Goes through Christian Davis to Meta up high. And here's a jump shot is up and in by Duke Dean. And it looks like the rim finally finds him. And Bradley's lead is 8-5. That's 5 for Duke. Horton now back out in front. There's Spears. They double him. He's going to take the ball to the basket and then lose it. Ball's on the floor. Nice. The Braves will have it on the turnover, on the held ball. That's 3 turnovers already for the Roadrunners.
and good job of help, stunting, a little bit of everything. And then obviously Allison getting on the floor and tying him up.
So Meta is in with Corey Dillon, who was 4 for 4 the other night from 3. He was our Ameren, Illinois player of the game and just was outstanding. Atlason inbounds to Duke Dean. He's got 5 of the Bradley 8 points. And he's across the timeline now. Just to Connor Dillon. And now Meta looks for the pass. They deny it to Duke Dean a minute, but Duke gets it. 10 on the shot clock now, 9. Christian Davis finds Meta. His 13-footer is short. And the ball on the floor. We got a foul called, is it 88 or it's
number
4?
5.
Horton.
I'm guessing on the rebound. I didn't see it.
Horton. And Millender comes back in.
Spears goes to the bench.
Inbound baseline left. Christian Davis, count as 2.
Yeah, he slipped.
And fell on the floor and went out of bounds. There's happened a lot. That's 3 turnovers for the Braves. There's been a lot of that.
A lot of moisture. I don't know what it is, but this year, but the floor has been slick to start the season.
Slick. And in practice, too.
Really?
In the afternoons.
It has been unseasonably warm.
That'll change
soon.
Inbounds pass, and Millender will bring the ball across the timeline with the left-hand dribble, 14:55 for the first half, 8-5 Bradley. With it on the dribble, Millender inside a postman. That's Jai. He's going to get back in, and fire it up and fire it in. It took him a while to get there.
It's okay. Pretty good defense.
8-7. Bradley's lead is 1. Here's Christian Davis, crossover dribble in the corner on the left, has it knocked away out of bounds. Montgomery back in, and Bully comes in for the first time. That would be Kawan Johnson, averaging 8.5 points a game. Inbound sideline left, and it'll be Darius Hanna to inbound, and Johnson is in for Duke Dean, who gets a blow. Here's Darius Hanna. Gets it to Montgomery. Goes to the free throw line. His 17-footer. Bounce away, no good. Rebound almost tipped back out, but intercepted that time by Horton. So they could get the lead here. This is Paul Lewis who's into the game. Now go to the left wing. Free throw line extended. And on the move was Millender. Here's a 3 ball. Missed it badly.
Not a good shot.
That was Millender just looked to the other end. Nice grab on a long pass, and backing in is Montgomery. Almost got a man in the air. Now they go to Johnson up top. Wants a ball screen from Atlason. He was open, didn't take the shot. Here's Atlason, free throw line extended on the left. And he tried to go between 2, and it's a held ball, and the Braves turned that one over. They doubled on Darius Hanna, and they put him in a sandwich.
Yeah, unfortunately, he started his move right towards the double team as it was coming and just got tied up, had nowhere to go with it.
4th turnover for the Braves, 13-40, 8-7. Roadrunners try to get the lead here. I thought this would be an up and down the floor game, and it hasn't as of now. Jai with it, and there's a jumper, fired up 3, missed. Weak side rebound taken down by Atlason as the shot was missed by Horton. At the other end, there's a 3 ball up and bounce, no good. Missed his first shot of the year. That was Dillon. And quickly at the other end, all the way down, and a whistle and a block is going to be called. And I think that's on
it's going to be called
Johnson.
Johnson. Interesting because
he created the contact.
Millender created the contact, but that's the hard thing. They're not going to call. Wow, there's an elbow that goes in there too. That's an interesting call.
Haven't seen this group. Brian Wardle didn't like it. 2 free throws coming up here for Marcus Millender. He's from Houston, Texas, and a transfer from South Alabama. His free throw missed. So the best he can do is tie here. Christian Davis in for Connor Dillon. They got Scott back in. He gets a blow. And who else? Jai comes out, I believe. Skylar Wicks is still in. He hasn't. We haven't called his name. He hasn't touched it. Second free throw ties the game. We're at 8 at 13-14. And Johnson with it. And he works against Millender. Brings it across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Gives to Atlason. He's between the rings. Backs in, goes to the basket, stops. He should have taken the shot. Here's a three ball up by Darius Hanna for three. Brought to you by Envision Insurance Agency Group and Auto Owners Insurance. The 23rd three of the year for the Braves and a 3-point lead. Here's a lean-in jumper, goes in. And I had mentioned Skylar Wicks had not scored. And he got that one. 11-10, Bradley with a 1-point lead, 12:35 to play in the first half. Stutter step dribble Montgomery. Leans up and missed it.
Good look, just didn't finish.
And here comes a break at the other end. Driving to the basket, and a pull-up jumper is fired up, and a foul on Atlas, and he fouls the shot. That is team foul for the Braves, number 3.
It is a difficult assignment for Allison to guard Spears in the open court. That being said, you've got to defend without fouling. He's got to get better at not fouling.
Primo at the free throw line and in and out and ties the game. They'll try to get their first lead of the contest. Primo Spears had 27. His career high when he was with Florida State was 37 against Xavier in the Big East, and they take their first lead at 12-11 at 12:22. So the Braves are stuck on a number here just briefly. Duke Dean is back into the game. He goes between the legs once, twice, waves Montgomery down. Christian Davis hasn't scored as of yet. He comes to the right. And Atlason up top, Duke Dean, ball fake. There's a three ball fired up and missed.
Good luck
by Christian Davis. We'll have an official time in the next dead ball. With it on the left. Going inside is Wicks again. And they throw it down on a feed pass to Scott. And it's 14-11 in favor of the Roadrunners. Here's Duke Dean, takes it into the corner on the right. Atlason, free throw line extended, right, hands back to Duke Dean. Looks for the post pass, gives it to him. They're going to double.
Oh, look.
And he was knocked, and it's knocked away. Another
put
Bradley
the ball down,
turnover.
had a man wide open.
And there's a block at the other end by Darius Hanna. It's out of bounds. Meta comes in. When we come back, it's a 3-point lead. Quite a block by Darius Hanna there, as he picks up the first block shot for the Braves, who trail. It'll be inbound time for the Roadrunners when we come back in a minute. They lead 14-11. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Club Car Wash, skying high for the slam. Club Car Wash should be in your starting 5 on game day, with 4 locations in Peoria. Visit clubcarwash.com to find one near you. Proud sponsor of Bradley Athletics. Join the club.
Walters Brothers Harley-Davidson is proud to be the official ride of Bradley basketball. And if you're looking for a new ride of your own, stop into Walters Brothers and check out the new Harley-Davidson motorcycles. No excuses. Get to Walters Brothers and crank up the throttle on a new generation of Harleys. Check out the newest styles for your favorite motor clothes, ladies, and get some accessories from experts in our parts department. Walters Brothers Harley-Davidson, giving the hometown team a reason to ride since 1921. The 2025 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, presented by Credit Union One and Great Southern Bank, tips off March 6th through the 9th. Experience the madness at Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com. It begins here.
Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Quoting policies and writing applications is our practice. Issuing policies is our game. Wins for us are helping people and businesses rebuild after a bad storm or accident. Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Let us help you win your game. Call me, Chad Klein, of Envision Insurance Group at 683-1100 to discuss your insurance needs today.
From Learfield, Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD is brought to you by Ameren, Illinois, UC Bank, Toyota, and Envision Insurance.
Darius Hanna has 2 blocks. He has 99 for his career. Next one will be 100. Arch Madness takes place March 6th to the 9th at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Get all of your session tickets, all session tickets, right now and save nearly $25 by calling 309-677-2625 or order online at BradleyBraves.com. Support the Bradley Braves and experience the madness. This will be inbound baseline left. Yeah, Chad.
Neither team really setting the nets on fire. 38% for UTSA and 33% for Bradley.
And it's up and top, and they re-enter with this Monsanto, and then a drive and another foul for the Braves. And it'll be free throw time coming up. And I believe
Scott this time.
Scott.
Foul on Junovich.
Met his first and fourth team. So they've been going to the free throw line. In their opener, they were 91%. They were 11 of 12 in their game against Trinity, Texas. Free throws good. 4-point lead, could be 5. The Braves have been on 11 for a while. Next free throw is up, and that's good. Buried both of them. And it's the biggest lead for the Roadrunners, and it's 16-11. Here's Duke Dean with it across the timeline, waiting for a ball screen, and they switch it, and Duke gets another one and then fires a jumper in. He's got 7 now.
Yeah, basically, Primo Spears went for the steal and gave him an angle.
16-13. With it up front is Scott on the dribble. Wants to go one-on-one and then fire the jumper short. Rebound is long, in and out of the hands. And they get a break.
Yeah, got fouled, I think.
So that was going to be a loose ball picked up by the Roadrunners. And now they get 0 into the game. This is Nazar Hawkmood. He's the only player that's not a transfer. Sophomore from Linder, Texas. 6'5", 195. Here's Duke Dean. Takes it to the left. Look to get it out of his hands. Throws it to Montgomery in the corner right. He's going to go to the basket. His pull-up jumper at the free throw line is good.
Has a size advantage over Spears. Does a nice job creating separation and just rising up over the top.
10:27 to play in the first half. Roadrunner lead is now just a point. Braves have run 4 in a row, 16-15. Handoff out front. Coming to the right in the wing. Free throw line extended. This is Spears. Almost threw it away. Now backing up is Millinger. Crossover dribble in the lane.
There's
and walk.
Push off. Got a push off.
Got the push-off foul. That's their 4th team foul. And the Braves can get the lead back. Connor Dillon in. Al Atletson in. Darius Hanna out. And Christian Davis out. 10:07 to go. Braves try to get the lead back. This is the Duke Dean that we're used to seeing here.
Yeah.
Brings it across the timeline against Millinder. Left, right, hand dribble, looking for Montgomery. Baseline is free. He's got a layup. Missed it. Rebound, Meta. Put back is up and go down. Yes, indeed. And the Braves get the lead as Meta put it down. 17-16 and a chance for a 3-point play. That second foul on Scott, and that's a big one to come out. Speaking of big, look at this guy. 6'11", 250. The Bears should get him on the offensive line after the 9 sacks against the Patriots the other day. Here's Meta. He's 50% from the free throw line. 4 of 8, if I remember. 3-point play. Missed it. Rebound taken down Montgomery. And then it's taken away from him by the big guy. So it's 17-16, and the 3-point shot is bouncing away no good. There was a push-off there. Ball is kept alive, and Connor Dillon tries to get it. Player goes into the bench, and there's a 3-ball fired up and good.
Yeah, just
not getting the loose ball. Millender hits the 3.
Struggling to secure the rebound.
So back to a 2-point lead. Duke Dean. There's Atleson. Open for 3. Get there. Got there! And the Braves get back up 20-19. As the 3-ball brought to you by Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owner Insurance. A shot missed at the other end. And it was missed by Hawkmoo, and the Braves have it. Atleson takes the ball fake, takes it to the L on the left, stops. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
Lean-in shot is bouncing no good. Meta looked like he was going to take a jumper and then missed it.
3. You thought he was a guard for a minute. I don't think that's what you're quite looking for.
2019. Here's Millender. Goes behind the back. Gets a big ball screen and then goes against Duke Dean. And here's a jumper fired up by Makmu, and he missed it. And the ball is tipped long by Meta. And here comes Duke Dean across the timeline. Here's Montgomery, missed a three. It's in and out.
Yeah.
And a foul is going to be called, I think, on
Dillon. Trying to get to the offensive glass, but really had no angle, just a bad foul there.
Johnson in for the Braves. Darius Hannah back in, and Christian Davis back in. Montgomery out, Duke out, Meta out. 2019 Braves. And Millender will bring it with a left-hand dribble across the timeline. Finds Spears between the rings, who was knocked away momentarily by Christian Davis, who got the quick hands in. 16-15 on the shot clock. Here's
Good
a ball
hands.
knocked away, loose. Bullock gets it. Here comes a slam! Kaboom! For Darius Hannah. 22-19, loose ball. Braves get it. 5 for Hannah. Driving down the other way. Layup is missed. Rebound tipped once, twice. Somebody grab it. Bully grabbed it. Finds Atletson and scoops it over to Christian Davis, who turned it over with a bad pass, and a layup is missed and a foul. Oh, Brian looks like Rumpelstiltskin on the sideline.
Well, again,
A lazy pass.
Well, understand who you're playing. They want chaos, so they're going to attack on defensive rebounds, which they've done a good job as UTSA. They're also going to attack you on bad, wide, long passes. Christian Davis across the court gets caught.
6 turnover. Chaos. It sounds like Get Smart. 22-19. Braves with the lead, and the ball goes to Texas San Antonio. Back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball with 7:39 to play in the first half. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Your money goes further at Avanti's. Whether it's catering a party, getting dinner for the family, or just grabbing a sandwich for lunch, Avanti's is for you. The entire menu is priced right. From complete dinners to our delicious variety of salads, sandwiches, and pizza, Avanti's is a smart way to eat out. Good food, reasonable prices at Avanti's. Go to Avanti'sPeoria.com to find your Avanti's.
Avanti's has so many choices. It's great Italian food.
Every day we rise so that together we shine. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois understands what it means to shine a light on the helpers, the healers, the ones building a lasting future of wellness for all of us. Together, we're on this journey, empowering Blue Cross members with the newest technologies, fulfilling our oldest promise, to be forever by your side, rising together toward a healthier tomorrow through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Dribble, pass, and shoot from Learfield. This is Bradley men's basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Next time you're at Carver Arena, that's Saturday night at 7 o'clock against Northern Illinois. Make sure you purchase a 50/50 ticket presented by Weaver's Fresh Food and Drink. Tickets are sold from the kiosk located near the merchandise stand, and every ticket sold benefits Bradley Student Athlete Tutoring and has a special offer from Weaver's. Both teams are not shooting it very well from the field, are they, Chad?
Well, but Bradley got better that segment. They're up to 45%. They were at 38. So that segment, they were actually more efficient. Turnovers is the key for Bradley. They got 5, so does UTSA. Got to manage the controlled chaos, so to speak. UTSA likes to overplay passing lanes, and they're going to basically take advantage of any type of opportunity, whether it be being scrappy on the defensive board for Bradley or looking for long passes to intercept.
And it's free throw time coming up for Raekwon Horton from South Carolina. Sante, South Carolina. Free throw's good. 22-20, and one more in the hopper for number 5. He had
miss.
For the second free throw is missed, so the Braves have a 2-point lead. Jaquan Johnson with it across the timeline. Goes between the legs. Now to the right. Gives to Hannah. He's going inside, and he's fouled.
Jai.
6-team foul for both teams now. So it'll be one as Jai is back into the game and picked up a foul very quickly.
Yeah, basically Hannah faked the handoff and got Jai out of position and beat him by a step.
Inbound baseline right. Give to Atlason. It comes loose. Gives to Johnson. He's going to go baseline and stops. Back out. A 3-ball is fired up and good by Darius Hannah. Brought to you by Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance. 25-20. So the Braves are up 5 now with 7:06 to play in the half. High post pass is to Jai. There's Spears. Works against Christian Davis. Gets in the lane and fires a tough shot up. About a 6-footer. He hooked it in. 25-22. Johnson with it. Free throw line extended on the right. Look to get a screen from Atlason. He'll go to the basket. Cross-court pass. There's Corey Dillon. 3.
Oh.
Bounce it, no good. Looked
right on
good.
line, just a little long.
And Paul Lewis is back into the game. And there's a 3-ball fired, an air ball out of bounds. And that was missed by Spears.
Well, he has the green light at all times. Occasionally you're going to take a bad shot. That was one there. Contested 3 from about 25.
That was a missed field goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't blocked, though, like you saw the other day.
No.
Duke Dean back into the game, 25-22 for the Braves. There's a bump. And Duke gets away. Everybody's switching on to him. Here's Atlason's 3. Looks good. It is good. Atlason rolled it around and in. Another 3-ball for the Braves, who have 5 in the first half, 28-22, biggest lead for the Braves. Oh, there's Jai, way out 3. Bounce it, no good. What a bad shot that was. And a rebound taken down by Duke Dean, and he's on the scoot. Finds Christian Davis in the lane, drops it down Atlason. Kaboom! Throws it down!
Good job by Christian Davis.
30-22.
Drawing the defense to him on the drive and dropped it off to Atlason.
Big Al just got his second dunk of the year. And it's an 8-point lead for the Braves. They're stuck on a number. They've taken some bad shots. There's Jai. Oh, partially blocked and went down. You talk about getting a nice roll there. 30-24 as Jai gets his first field goal. And here's Duke Dean with it. And looks for a ball screen and now fires a 3-ball up. That's good again!
Why not?
The Braves are 3-ing them to death now and have a 9-point lead. Quickly with 5:05 to go in the half. On the dribble is Melander. Looks for some help. They need to get the ball in Spears' hands. Melander takes the ball to the basket. Good Bradley defense. Now Spears has it up high to the right. Melander 10 on the shot clock. Now 9. Now 8. Now 7. Wants to go one-on-one against Christian Davis. Takes it to the basket. Blocked by Christian Davis.
Really good defense.
Picked out of the air. Oh, almost threw it away. Here's a 3-ball again. Duke Dean! The threes are raining down at Carver Arena.
Thought that was a bad shot. It was difficult pass that he corralled from Atlason. Really not on balance, but he was open.
7 threes in the first half, and the Braves have a 12-point lead. They are stuck on a number. And timeout. I think this is a 30 taken by the Roadrunners. 30-second break. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
You've trusted them since 1940. Oberlander Electric has been your electric contractor for your business, and they remind you that they'll take care of your residence, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365 days a year, and they'll send out one of their highly trained electrical professionals. Call 694-1468 or visit oberlanderelectric.com.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Timeout. Here's a jumper fired up. Horton three ball from the left wing goes down. And it makes it a 36-27 Bradley lead. Here's Duke Dean, who has 13 first half points. Meta is back in the game. Top of the key. Waits for the handoff. Christian Davis gives to Meta. He's inside. Layup is good. And a nice fade.
Good
by
job.
Christian Davis.
Nice give and go. Pick and roll to the basket. Meta finishes.
38-27. We'll have an official time in the next set ball. 11-point lead for the Braves. With it is Spears. Wants to go to the baseline. Looks for a pick, but it's not there. Millender backing up is Monsanto. He hasn't been much of a factor yet.
Another push
Free
off.
throw line jumper misses. Meta the rebound. Gives to Duke Dean. Here he comes across the timeline. What will he do with it this time? He fires a three. Short. Rebound comes long.
That was
Loose
a
on the
check.
floor. And dive for Darius Hannah. Couldn't make it. Pass almost into the front row. Pulled down by Spears. Free throw line extended and now moves down the lane. Jump stop. Good defense by the Braves there. Back out to Horton. Drives baseline. Ball's loose. Picked out of the air. 8 on the shot clock. 3 ball looks good. Bounce it. No good.
We got
the
somebody
rebound.
down. Man.
And players are all over the place. The ball is out of bounds. It should go to the Braves.
They gave it to you. Texas out.
You got to be kidding
UTSA.
me. You got to be kidding me.
They're going to check the monitor, I think they said, at the timeout.
3:06 to play. First half. Bradley leads 38-27. Will they have possession?
He just said white ball.
They will when we come back in a minute. Bradley 38-27 for the Roadrunners. Points have been hard to get for them in the last 5 minutes. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
You've trusted them since 1940. Oberlander Electric has been your electric contractor for your business, and they remind you that they'll take care of your residence, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365 days a year, and they'll send out one of their highly trained electrical professionals. Call 694-1468 or visit oberlanderelectric.com.
I'm Joey Olson with Country Financial. I don't just sell life insurance, I help you buy it. Whether it's term, whole life, or index universal life, I work with you to find the right policy for your family and your budget. As the #1 rated life insurance company by Forbes in 2024, we offer options that can cost less than $1 a day and get you up to $1 million in coverage with accelerated underwriting. If you want to get better life insurance, get me, Joey Olson with Country Financial. Visit getjoeyo.com and let's get you covered for life.
Hey, it's Jamie Markley. We finally had to break down this spring and get a new roof. So I called my buddy Dustin at Eckhoff Builders. We'd worked with him before. So he gave us the estimate, great price. We're thinking it's going to take a couple of days. Well, his crew was out at 7:30 in the morning, and by 7:30 at night, the whole thing's done. So now we're talking about a bathroom remodel. Or maybe you've wanted to replace that old wooden deck with a maintenance-free composite deck. Whatever it is you're looking for, siding, windows, any sort of updates for your home, check out Eckhoff Builders. Online at eckhoffbuilders.com. That's EKHOFF Builders.com.
From Learfield, Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD is brought to you by Health Alliance, Illinois Ford Dealers, Mission Barbecue, and Grandview Capital.
Bradley basketball brought to you by Prairie Farms. When Bradley student athletes need to refuel, they choose Prairie Farms chocolate milk. Follow the Braves and make Prairie Farms chocolate milk part of your training table. Well,
you said early on the Roadrunners were up 8-2 points in the paint. That's equaled out at 10 now.
The offense is really moving the ball well.
Yeah, and the big issue is, to start with, Bradley was playing a lot of one-on-one because UTSA was denying passing lanes. Now they've started sharing the ball, moving the ball, and they've basically exposed their defense.
Atletson in, and he will inbound to Montgomery, who's back, with Meta in the middle. And with it is Montgomery this time. Lob to the basket. Picked up by Montgomery. Layup is good as he picked up the loose ball.
Well, it wasn't a good lob. It was short, but it came right back to him, and he put it in the basket.
That's one of the keys to the game. At 40 from the first half, and they've done it in a hurry with 7 threes. Handoff is Spears. He's got it up high right. Goes between the rings against Meta. Puts it on the floor. Almost was stripped. Bounce pass Horton. Now Scott in the middle. Takes a drive. Lost it off his hands. Are they going to call a foul?
No, they called off.
That's got to be a turnover there.
It is a turnover. I think he fouled him earlier in the drive, if anything. Got away with it. And then Scott just lost it after that.
Nice play by Hanna to go get the ball and get a rebound score. He's got 4. Here's Duke Dean. Works against Millender. Get a ball screen from Meta. Goes downhill. Stops. Lays it up. Missed it.
Finish.
And then got it back. And fires it up. And good. Rebound and score.
Will.
15 for Duke in the first half.
Yeah, missed the first one. Got his own bucket. Good job by Meta keeping the ball alive.
That's called standing around, right? Watching. Here's a jumper fired up in and out. Rebound taken down Atletson as the shot was missed by Spears. 1:50 to go in the half. And there's a Bradley over in the back call.
Yeah, so basically Atletson stepped into the front court and then handed it off back to
Duke, and he was
Duke, and it was a backcourt violation. Right idea, just wrong place on the floor.
42-27, 1:50 to go. We had a held ball, I think, in the first half, so no, we haven't.
No.
So the Braves have the arrow at this point. They also have their first half timeout.
Actually, we've had 2 held balls. That's why it's our ball.
In the left, here's a jumper fired by Horton. Good, 3 ball.
He's hit a couple of those.
Now 12-point lead, 42-30 with 90 seconds to go in the half. Again, Brian, I think, has a timeout that he can use. Bounce pass Atletson from Duke Dean. He's going to go to the basket. He's going to lay it up and got
one.
It. Oh, fell off. And he'll go to the line for a pair. That's 17 fouls for the Roadrunners, who are going to get 88 back in the game. Skylar Wicks. You don't see many 88s, do you?
Not very often. Obviously, with the number change rule in the last couple of years, you're seeing more of it.
Unless you're in South Dakota. Free throw is up and missed by Al. I think he's missed both free throws that he's taken. Yep, he's 0 for 2. Here comes Wicks, 88, and he comes out for Monsanto. One more, trying to make it 43 for the Braves. He did. Swish that one. 43-30 with 1:19 to play. And here comes Spears with it. Now he's got the handles as Millender is out of the game.
No, Millender's there.
There is Millender. He's got it now. He just brought it up this time. They find a man wide open. Good defense for the Braves. Knocked away, and the rebound taken down Connor Dillon, who just came into the game on the weak side. Duke Dean. Here's Montgomery. Spins in the lane. Atletson, fall away 3. That's good. The 8-3 of the first half. All of them brought to you by Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance. 46-30. With it is Millender. Now brings it up top. Between the rings, 17-16 on the shot clock. That free throw, that 3 is missed. The ball is knocked out of bounds. And it'll go to Bradley. And here's an official time, I think. Yep. Christian Davis comes in. Good play by Dillon that time. 30-second break, and we'll be back. 46-30 Braves with 33.8 to go. You're listening to Bradley Basketball from Learfield.
Your money goes further at Avanti's. Whether it's catering a party, getting dinner for the family, or just grabbing a sandwich for lunch, Avanti's is for you. The entire menu is priced right. From complete dinners to our delicious variety of salads, sandwiches, and pizza, Avanti's is a smart way to eat out. Good food, reasonable prices at Avanti's. Go to Avanti'sPeoria.com to find your Avanti's.
Avanti's has so many choices. It's great Italian food.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Shot clock reads 30 as the Braves will inbound here, and it's 33.8, so they can kill most of this. Here's Duke Dean with it across the timeline. He'll come as he works against Spears. Duke is near the Civic Center up high right. 17-16 on the shot clock. The Braves are just watching him burn time. 12-11. Here's Montgomery. Gives to Atlason at the high post. Who lost it and turned it over. They thought it'd be an over and back. Here's a jumper for three, corner left. Is an air ball.
And they're going to get Scott
with a foul with 2.1 left, and the Braves will shoot one in bonus.
Right.
Well, that was
Allison just not strong with the ball. I mean, that's just unacceptable.
You'll hear about that in the locker room or on video. When it gets to video, you'll see it again.
Well, and Coach talks about the turnovers.
Oh, it's going to be
turnovers by the forward, and he's got 3.
So Hannah with a one in bonus here with 2.1. Free throw is good. I told you he made 40 in a row in practice.
Yeah. Still don't believe you, but that's okay.
He did. I counted him. 47-30. The Braves could have an 18-point lead. They blew this thing open in the last 8 minutes. Free throw number 2. Got them both. 48-30. Here's Spears to half court. Shot is up. Not this time. 48-30 Braves. They knock a couple of keys to the games off already. More than 40 points and a half, yes. And, well, that's the only one thus far. But that's better than none.
Yes.
Morton Building's halftime show coming up. Bradley leads by 18. They trailed by as many as 5. And the 3 ball has been raining.
Different
on a cold night.
The difference is the defense has been much better. I mean, it's one of those things. You got to hang your hat on something, and it's always been defense and rebounding for Bradley. And defense found its way back into the lineup tonight.
And the offense then picked it up off of the possessions.
Correct. Because you're going to have shooting droughts, you're going to have runs and things like that. But if defense sustains, you're going to find your way and extend leads like Bradley did here late in the second half. 2
Bradley players in double figures already, 15 and 13. And we'll talk about it. 3, rather, in double figures. Morton Building's halftime show coming up next. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Machines break. Benson's fixes them. Within 24 hours of your call, Benson's will send one of our professional factory-trained service technicians to your home to service your GE appliance. No matter where you bought it, in or out of warranty, makes no difference. We work on all major appliances all the time. Schedule your repair at bensonsappliance.com. We do this at all 3 Benson's locations because we live by our creed. Pleasing you pleases us.
Pleasing you pleases us. Benson's.
You work hard every day to build and maintain your business. Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance work with businesses to protect today, tomorrow, and into the future as your insurance needs change. Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance help you gain peace of mind so you can focus on growing your business. Call me, Chad Klein of Envision Insurance Group at 683-1100 to discuss your business insurance needs.
Are you looking for the right family dentist for you and your children? Look no further than Small Town Dental. Small Town believes in preventative, patient-centered dentistry within your community. Our family-friendly culture is what we offer all of our patients, whether they come in for a simple cleaning or cosmetic problems. Serving Peoria, Bloomington, Chillicothe, Tremont, Hopedale, and Morden. Also, visit our pediatric office, Small Town Dental Kids. Call us at 309-497-6475. Find more information or schedule online at smalltowndental.com. Choose Small Town Dental and stay rooted in community.
Winter is coming. Is your vehicle ready? With this change in our weather, stop in Peoria Tire and have us winterize your vehicle with our snow and ice performance package. Peoria Tire will check on everything, including tire pressure, fluids, and wiper blades, along with offering the best performing Yokohama tires available. Trust your vehicle with Peoria Tire this winter. Buy a set of Yokohama tires and receive a free nitrogen fill. Visit us at Peoria Tire, 8321 Knoxville Avenue, or call 309-693-8473.
Dribble, pass, and shoot from Learfield. This is Bradley men's basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Tonight's halftime show is presented by Morton Buildings. When you build it with Morton, you build something that lasts. Morton Buildings stands the test of time, always has, always will. Check them out online at mortonbuildings.com. Chad's looking at the statistical sheet. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, obviously, a couple things you've already mentioned. Three in double figures for Bradley. Allison has 12. Hannah has 13. Duke Dean with 15. You mentioned it in the break. Duke Dean's found his shot. He's been struggling with it early in the season. Really not a surprise because he struggled with it early in the season last year. Now with added pressure, defense, more people paying attention to him, harder to get open looks. But tonight he's found the range. Cleaned up the defensive boards. It seemed like some turnovers were happening, loose balls, some offensive rebounds for UTSA. Bradley really cleaned up the defensive boards. They're leading the rebounds. It was pretty much even for a while. They've extended that 23-15 in that category. And then they forced the Roadrunners into a half-court game.
That's not their game.
Not their game. They want to get up and down. That's why they're trying to get steals on rebounds and tip the ball and cause chaos and speed you up so they can speed up. Bradley, other than the first 4 minutes, has not done that. They've played their game. They've settled into a good game, playing up tempo, but with a good pace.
And 14.5 points a game for Christian Davis, who's been brilliant. And tonight he has the 0. But it just goes to show somebody else picks up everybody else.
But that's the thing, and I've said it off the record. I'm sure I've said it on the record as well. I'm not worried about this team's offense. They have so many weapons that you can go to. It's okay if Duke Dean has an off night. It's okay if Zeke Montgomery has an off night because someone else will step up, and each of them have the ability to do so. Even off the bench, a Jaquan Johnson or a Damarian Birch when he gets healthy again. You know, those are all different guys that they can just go off.
They could have really used the other night at that game because he would have he's got a motor that doesn't stop. 48-30, we'll take our halftime break and be back. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball and the Morton Buildings halftime show from Learfield.
Alexander's Steakhouse has been Central Illinois' favorite steakhouse for over 42 years. Every day, their in-house butchers hand-cut USDA-aged choice beef into your favorite steak choice. Alexander's salad bar, the drink selections, famous skillet cookie dessert, and the friendly staff all contribute to making Alexander's Steakhouse the choice when dining out. Don't forget that if you celebrate your birthday at Alexander's, you can get up to $20 off your meal. Alexander's Steakhouse, Peoria and Normal.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Bank of Farmington Integrity Community Bank is located not only in Peoria across from the shops in Grand Prairie on Route 91, but also in Farmington, Canton, Williamsfield, and now they have a brand new drive-up ATM in West Peoria near the City Building. With the latest digital banking products, drive-through lanes, ATM, full loan department, they're large enough to offer all the great services you expect, but small enough to know you by name. Bank of Farmington Community Banking at its best. Stop in or visit integritycb.com for more information. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Go Bradley Braves.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmeronIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
The Bradley Braves didn't head into this season without a game plan. Choosing the best strategy for the road ahead is essential. Thankfully, making a game plan is easier with Health Alliance. When you become a member, you get access to doctors you trust, perks you deserve, and customer service reps always ready to help. Join a winning team that's dedicated to delivering dependable coverage, made for Bradley fans like you. Learn more at healthalliance.org.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 34 has been serving their members, contractors, and customers for over 120 years. IBEW Local 34 proudly serves in the communities of Peoria, Galesburg, and Quincy, while representing over 1,000 industrial, commercial, residential electricians and communication technicians, working together to see that the highest standards of craftsmanship and safety are maintained, and that the customers receive the best value in the electrical industry. Visit IBEW34.org today. A proud supporter of Bradley Athletics.
From Learfield, Bradley men's basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD is brought to you by Shearer Mazda, Small Town Dental, and Unland Insurance.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. Bradley with a halftime lead of 48-30. They'll have possession to open up the second half, and the second half has been an issue. We'll see what they do at the beginning of this one. Let's take a 10-second break for station identification. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
1470 and 100.3 WMBD and 93.3 WPBG HD4 Peoria.
Reminder, Northern Illinois will be in here on Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. The Braves have lost only one game in that series, and that was the first game played between the two at the Armory. A 1918 just missed loss.
Barn burner.
Oh, yeah. All right, Chad, we'll see what happens in this second half. You mentioned the fact that Scott getting 3 fouls was really big for them.
It really was. I mean, he's kind of their energizer bunny, crashes the boards, get offensive rebounds. He can step out on the floor and shoot, but him being on the bench hurts them, hurts their rebounding, just hurts everything about how they play offensively. But bit more than anything, Bradley's defense, after struggling throughout the entire game the other night, I've been impressed with it. This is a team, UTSA, that wants to run. Bradley has not allowed that. Now, part of that is not turning the ball over. They started turning over early, but once they settled in, did not. And you can tell that this UTSA team wants to get out and run, play one-on-one. And when you force them to do that in the half court, Bradley's defense has met the task.
It was at the 8-minute timeout that things turned around, didn't it?
Yeah, basically in the last 7:44, you talked about the 8-minute timeout. Bradley scored 26 of their 48 points in that last 7:44. Really got it going. The 3 ball was flying from everywhere, different guys knocking it down, and that's what makes this team so difficult to guard. You got 4 or 5 guys on the floor that can knock it down at any time.
We'll take our final break on a Morton halftime report, Morton Buildings. And we're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Dear Autumn Leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Toyota's lineup of cool, colorful vehicles is ready to ride by your side. Take on fall in a trail-tackling Tacoma or go for the powerful Tundra. Head to Toyota.com for more info or visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance want to serve you. There is no better feeling than seeing a client's car repaired after an accident occurs, providing peace of mind as insurance repairs their home after a bad storm. Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance team up to make sure our clients are protected against the unknown of tomorrow. Contact me, Chad Klein, at 683-1100 to discuss your auto and home insurance needs today.
Your money goes further at Avanti's. Whether it's catering a party, getting dinner for the family, or just grabbing a sandwich for lunch, Avanti's is for you. The entire menu is priced right. From complete dinners to our delicious variety of salads, sandwiches, and pizza, Avanti's is a smart way to eat out. Good food, reasonable prices at Avanti's. Go to Avanti'sPeoria.com to find your Avanti's.
Avanti's has so many choices. It's great Italian food.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Updated scores in the Valley tonight. We have one final, and Brian Baroni's SIU Edwardsville 77 at Indiana State 72. Last night, Missouri State beat Missouri Southern 90-61. In the second half, Northwestern at home leads UIC with 1:13 left, so they're going to probably win. 77-70 with 1:13 to go. Northwestern over UIC. Lipscomb, which is in Nashville, leads 39-35 over Belmont, just underway in the second half. Illinois State 40-37 over Ohio U. That's at the half. And Valparaiso leads Cleveland State. We remember them. 31-28, and that's a halftime score. Tomorrow night, Northern Iowa at Wichita State. Some years gone by, that was. And Southern Illinois will be at Oklahoma State. And I think they've won 2 in a row against them, if I remember right, in the series, and they're playing again. Here, Bradley will have possession to open the second half. And they lead it 48-30. He's coach the other night on a postgame show. I have to start thinking about starting some different people in the second half.
Because of the slow starts?
Yeah.
Flat starts?
Well, let's see. What do we have? We have the starting lineup.
Yeah, I don't think he's there yet. It's one of those things you're just trying different things to see what works to get the second half better.
Well, that last 7 minutes probably had a lot to do with that.
That definitely helps, yes.
And we'll check the lineup. It looks like the starters are – nope. They're going to start the second half with Tehran Jai.
Scott's on the bench because he has the 3 fouls.
He'll be in there soon.
Just how bad that foul was to end the half. That was his 3rd foul with 2.1 seconds.
That makes it really bad.
On the other end of the floor.
See what Brian draws up. By the way, who's out there with him? The scout man from tonight, Darryl Brown Jr., MVP in his last game as a Bradley Brave, winning the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Championship and then couldn't play in the NCAA. Darius Hanna inbounds to Duke Dean, and he's gobbled up by Primo Spears as he takes it straight away on the shield, comes down to the baseline on the right, looks inside, looks outside. There's Atlason on post pass. They double him, and ball's knocked out of bounds. 3 turnovers in the first half for Al. It's too bad because he did about everything else. Rebounded the ball, shot the threes, inbound baseline right. And Christian Davis looking for his first points. Montgomery goes to get. Count is 2, the count is 3.
Well, that was a quick 5.
It really was.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Bradley gets a turnover to start the second half.
My goodness. That was a really quick 5.
It really was. Maybe he
it was 3.5 at best.
Maybe he didn't change it back last weekend.
Time change?
Yeah. They run a weave out in front, and with it is Milliner. Monsanto now to the left. There's Spears. Shot clock reads 12, 11, 10. Into the corner. Monsanto with it. Jai calls for the ball against Atlason. Turnaround hook shot is good.
It's okay. I mean, it's good defense. I don't know why he's taking 3-point shots out there. He's pretty good inside.
48-32 as they score. The Braves turned it over. Here's Duke Dean's three. Dribbled it no good. It's tipped no good.
Davis and Hannah basically fought over the rebound and caused a miss.
At the other end. Here's Millender, puts it up and missed. It's knocked out of bounds and last touched by the Braves.
Good job of Atlason contesting the shot without fouling. Just didn't corral the rebound.
Who's going to inbound here? It'll be Millender. On right baseline. Count is 2. Passes in the back court. That's clean. Almost an over and back. Look at Brian.
He wanted to travel.
And a lean-in shot, dribbles no good. The rebound is tipped and saved again. And there's a 3-ball fired left wing. Short. Rebound taken down by Darius Hannah Long. Give to Duke Dean. He's across the timeline. Minute and a half gone in the second half.
What are we doing
Hannah
here?
Is knocked out of bounds, a little loose with the ball. As Hannah almost turned it over.
How does that feel to start the second half, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
Just
Meta
a little
goes in.
casual, little loose. Just got to clean it up a little bit.
Sideline left near the Bradley bench. And Brian Wardle having a word with the official as Hannah inbounds to Duke Dean. Gives it back to Hannah, who walked with it.
He's asking, where was that on the other end?
Well,
it was a travel.
No question. So only 2 points in the first minute and 40 seconds. There's almost a bad pass. And then driving down and coming back out is Monsanto. Now on the left is Spears. He's trying to get loose out in front. He drives, stops, pull-up jumper, air ball. This time it's taken down Christian Davis. And he'll bring it across the timeline himself. Gives it to Hannah. Into the corner is Montgomery. And it's out of bounds.
Another turnover.
Here we go.
Well, it's like they reverted back to everything in the first half of
10th Bradley turnover.
UTSA's forcing them to play one-on-one, and they're basically giving into it right now.
Millender with it. Duke Dean on him. Finds in the middle Jai. And now left a handoff Horton. Driving with Spears. Kicks it off to the left wing. Gets it back from Horton. Now in the corner. Baseline drive is up and missed. Got his own rebound. And kick it back out. Open is in a jumper. Monsanto is long.
Too many second opportunities right now for UTSA.
And here's Duke Dean with it, waiting for a ball screen from Meta. And he finally does get it and goes downhill, and his pull-up jumper is good.
There we go.
Offense run very well, and Meta set a nice ball screen for it. So Bradley gets on the board. It's 50-32 with 16:53 to play. Here's a long-range three. Bounce it no good. What a bad shot that was. And at the other end, there's a pass underneath and kick back out in front by Hannah. Give it to Montgomery. His free throw line jumper is good.
Now they're settling and getting to their spots.
20-point Bradley lead, 52-32 with 16 and a half to play. With it is Millender. Jai up top. Finds Horton. Long-range three. Missed. Weak side rebound taken down by Christian Davis. He's got it himself across the timeline. Bounce pass.
It's not a good pass.
And it rolls out of bounds like a...
the spacing's just not there. The idea was right because Montgomery was streaking behind, but the spacing's just not there.
Montgomery out. Hannah out. Atlason in and Connor Dillon in. Fourth
turnover
in the half. Here's Spears with it up high left. We'll have an official time in the next dead ball. Drives against Meta. Shot is partially blocked, and Meta gets the rebound on the weak side. Give it to Duke Dean across the timeline. Davis. Dean up top. Gets another screen and a pick and roll, and then fires a three. That's long.
Not a good shot.
And kept alive by Dillon. Back out.
My goodness gracious.
There's another bad pass by
Christian Davis has struggled.
He's going to come
his
out.
third turnover.
We'll have an official time in the next dead ball, 52-34. So Davis is a little out of whack here tonight. Bounce passes to Meta. Passes to Duke Dean. Gets a ball screen. Free throw line jumpers up, and he's fouled. Did Meta get fouled underneath on the rebound?
Sure. Somebody got it.
Meta
He got Millender, I think, on Dean on the shot.
So this will be 2 free throws coming up for Duke. That's their first team foul, first foul of the second half. So Bradley will have free throws here for Duke, who has 17 points. He'll go for 18-19 when we come back. 52, Bradley, 34. Roadrunners. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Bradley Braves, ready to fire up your game day? Head to Mission Barbecue for mouth-watering flavors to celebrate our hometown heroes. Join them for a feast of brisket, pulled pork, and their famous sides. Whether you're pre-gaming or post-game celebration, Mission Barbecue has the perfect spread for every fan. So bring your friends and enjoy the atmosphere and support local. Visit Mission Barbecue today and cheer on the Braves. Mission Barbecue, located on Sterling Avenue in Peoria.
Bank of Farmington, Integrity Community Bank is located not only in Peoria across from the shops in Grand Prairie on Route 91, but also in Farmington, Canton, Williamsfield, and now they have a brand new drive-up ATM in West Peoria near the City Building. With the latest digital banking products, drive-through lanes, ATM, full loan department, they're large enough to offer all the great services you expect, but small enough to know you by name. Bank of Farmington, community banking at its best. Stop in or visit integritycb.com for more information. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Go Bradley Braves.
Are you looking for the right family dentist for you and your children? Look no further than Small Town Dental. Small Town believes in preventative, patient-centered dentistry within your community. Our family-friendly culture is what we offer all of our patients, whether they come in for simple cleaning or cosmetic problems. Serving Peoria, Bloomington, Chillicothe, Tremont, Hopedale, and Morden. Also, visit our pediatric office, Small Town Dental Kids. Call us at 309-497-6475. Find more information or schedule online at smalltowndental.com. Choose Small Town Dental and stay rooted in community.
It's time for Bradley men's basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD, presented by Learfield.
Bradley women lost at Lindenwood tonight, 64-56 was the final score. Since 1909, we've been one Valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact on the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate for future Bradley Pioneers. We are one Valley. Well, it's 4-4 in the second half, and the first little more than 15 minutes to go in the first half, 15-18. And Duke Dean will be at the free throw line with a pair. Duke has been red hot tonight. This is his first free throw attempt, though. That's good.
5 turnovers in 5 minutes. Not good for Bradley. Got to clean that up.
Second win for Duke. Made that one. He's got 19. How many will he wind up with tonight?
Bradley goes to a three-quarter court press.
Scott is back into the game now with the 3 fouls. He calls for the ball at the free throw line and gets it. Turns against Atletson. Stops. Turnaround jumper is missed badly. And there's Connor Dillon with a rebound. Give to Duke Dean. He's across the timeline of the right. Comes to Atletson. Another 3. Missed it.
It's too open.
Rebound is Montgomery. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. So Zeke got a weak side rebound there. Did he get poked in the face?
Raked across the eye a little bit.
Eddie Cage. He was lost for part of the season because of that. Count is 2. Meta loses it, gets it back. Waits for some help. Montgomery is there. Atletson, free throw line extended to the right, gives to Duke Dean. He brings it out front, 7 on the shot clock. Here's Montgomery. He's going to the basket. He lays it up, missed it, but there's Meta. Has it blocked.
I'm not sure if that was a pass or a lob because it went all the way over the basket.
Horton came down And there's
Allison
a blocked
blocked.
shot.
Another one.
And the Braves have it across the timeline. And what happened there? I think Duke turned that one over, didn't he?
Yeah, just forcing some things that you don't need.
Meta comes out, and Hannah is back in. 13 Bradley turnovers. Is that 6 in the second half?
6. Yeah. Basically 1 a minute right now.
Jump pass as Lewis is into the game, number 7. And there's Horton. He's between the rings. And he drives to the basket. His layup is blocked by Atlas and a foul on Atlason.
Not sure if it's Hannah or Atlason. One of them got him. They gave it to Atlason.
His second. And this will be free throw time. What were they at the first half at the line, Chad?
They were 4 of 7.
They only missed 1 in the first half the entire game and last time.
I'm sorry, 6 of 8.
Horton's free throw is good. 14:04 left in the game. Makmu comes in. Nazar Makmu. Horton's second free throw. Bounces that one off. Rebound taken down by a corner Dillon. It gives to Duke Dean, who's across the timeline. Lob, almost knocked away, picked up Atlason, who lays it up and in.
Nicely done.
Just took it right to the basket. 56-35, 21-point lead for the Braves. On the drive is Lewis. Kick it to the left. There's Scott. Comes to the top of the key. As they move it with 13-12 on the shot clock. Millender, here's a 3-ball bounced away, no good. Another one for Dillon. On a weak side rebound. Gives to Duke Dean. He's going to operate. Dance back. Tells Dillon to go away and gives it to Darius Hannah. High post pass, Atlason. Looks downstairs. Dribbles.
It's a bad foul by Scott.
And Scott just picked up his 4th foul at 13-12.
Well, he's reaching in across the whole way. It's a pretty easy call for the official.
David Hermy is coming in. He's from Stockholm, Sweden, 6'10", 215, another offensive lineman. Indian Hills Junior College. It'll be inbound sideline right with Montgomery. Gives to Hannah and hands off to Duke Dean, who has it with the left hand. Just to get a ball screen. Now they switch. They switch Horton on him. And then they run the big guy at him. There's a loose ball picked up by Dillon. Looks underneath. 2-1. Here's Atlason. Surrey short. But the rebound, Dillon laid it up and laid it in. Another rebound, and he gets his first deuce.
I'll tell you what, he is extremely active on the boards for our
Yes,
guard.
he is.
I love it.
58-35, 23-point lead at the other end. There's a block by the Braves as Hannah blocked the shot of Millender. Duke out. Dillon out. I'll tell you, he's everywhere. It gets a nice hand. The Notre Dame product. Inbound baseline left. 19 on the shot clock. Looks and lobs and gives it to Makmu. Now the big guy, Hermy. Lewis.
Mismatch inside with Johnson. Good switch
Millender.
out.
Shot clock reads 6, now 5, now 4. All the way down. Makmu laid up, missed, but fouled by Hannah. With 12:15 to play. 66 was the number tonight, by the way, for the food.
And he was fine defensively, was Hannah, but then he slapped down. And even though I don't know if he made much contact, if any, but because of the look, he gets the foul.
Nazar Makmu makes the first free throw. 58-36. Raised by 22 and could be 21. Made it. 12:15 to play.
They bring full court pressure.
Zeke Montgomery will inbound. Jaquan Johnson is in, and he'll bully across the timeline, looking at a trap.
Run and jump.
Yep, and gives to Montgomery. He's going to attack the basket. Yes, indeed. Puts it up and
Finish.
puts it in.
Nicely done. Attack
Close.
the press. Nobody
Too
stopped
close.
the ball.
We'll have an official time in the next dead ball, 60-37 is the Bradley lead. And here's a jumper fired by Millender. Good. It was 2. It was just inside the arc. And here comes Johnson with it. Left, right-hand dribble, left. He's a lefty. With his Atlas in between the rings.
Casual.
And he
Again.
lost it again. Out he comes. Metta's coming in when we come back in a minute. That's how many, is that four turnovers? Too many. 11:32, Bradley plays defense when they come back, and Connor Dillon comes back. Bradley 60, 39 for the Roadrunners. We're back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Breeze Basketball from Learfield.
I'm Jim Shear. At Shear Mazda and Shear Volvo, we're fans. We're fans of Peoria and Bradley University, and we have been since 1957. It's that loyalty to our community that gives you a peace of mind to team up with Shear Automotive the next time you're in the market for a vehicle. Truth be told, we're big fans of you, which is probably why Shear dealerships rank among the very best in the nation in customer satisfaction. No matter what, let's all join together to cheer on Peoria and Bradley basketball. From all of us at Shear, go Braves!
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot, and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 34 has been serving their members, contractors, and customers for over 120 years. IBEW Local 34 proudly serves in the communities of Peoria, Galesburg, and Quincy, while representing over 1,000 industrial, commercial, residential electricians and communication technicians, working together to see that the highest standards of craftsmanship and safety are maintained, and that the customers receive the best value in the electrical industry. Visit IBEW34.org today, a proud supporter of Bradley Athletics.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Chad, it won't be long. Bradley Basketball brought to you by Bob Lindsay Rental Cars on Pioneer Parkway in Peoria. When Chad and I hit the road with the Braves,
rain, sleet, snow.
We drive in style and comfort and listen to the Beatles channel in a Bob Lindsay Honda. Well, Bob Lindsay Rental. You can Bob Lindsay Honda, of course. Our next trip is to Carbondale for the Valley Opener. Bob Lindsay Honda. We love it.
Bradley holding the Roadrunners to 19% shooting in the second half. Bradley only shooting at 42%, but when you're playing that kind of defense, that's a positive. Got to clean up the turnovers. 7 turnovers in the first 8.5 minutes is just way too many.
60-39 with 11:32 to play. We'll check the lineups. Is that Millender? Nope, they had Spears with the ball that time. Millender's still in. And he has it between the rings. Madison and picks him up. Now driving his Spears all the way down. And his volleyball around. And a turnover.
Dillon got a hand on it.
And here come the Braves. All the way down, a way up is up and in for the first 2 points for Christian Davis on the night. 62-39. Here's Spears. He's going to take the ball to the basket.
Don't smack down. That's going to be on Davis. Little slow getting back in transition that time. UTSA will go make or miss. Got it up the floor quick that time.
Jai is coming back in. As Monsanto is as well. This is free throw time for number 1, Primo Spears. It sounds like a pizza order. First free throw is good. Monsanto comes in. Second free throw, that's down. 62-41. Johnson inbounds. Connor Dillon will give it back to him, and he'll go to work. They double him, and he beats the double and gives it to Connor Dillon. He's got it up high left. Johnson keeps it on the left side. He's going to go one-on-one. Yep. And he'll go to the free throw line now.
Yeah. He got that step, got the angle, then he just used his strength. Spears just never broke contact. That's where the foul was called.
I'd love to see him run the football.
You just wouldn't want to be in front of him.
No. He would hit you hard.
He would.
He goes to the free throw line. He's been there quite a bit. Number 22 from Milwaukee, in and out. He came in 9 of 13. We haven't shot a lot of them tonight.
Haven't shot him very well either.
Second one, good. 63-41, 10:39 to play in the game. Here comes Millender with it across the timeline with the left and the right hand dribble. Spears guarded, gets a ball screen from Jai into the corner. Millender, now Spear waits for a ball screen and a pick and roll, but a long range three is up and good. Buried. Monsanto, who just got back in the game, hits the three. 63-44. Coming up on the halfway mark. Bradley's going to get three in the lineup. Here's Johnson with it. Free throw line extended to the left. Goes to the L on the left. Lob to the basket. And Meta dribbles it in.
Wasn't pretty, but he got it in. Good lob.
Halfway through the second half. 65-44. They're one away from the food. With it is Spears. Guarded by Christian Davis. And his lean-in shot is good.
Tough shot.
Took it right to the basket. Davis is right with him. Better offense that time. 65-46. There's a ball knocked out of bounds. I think Johnson was looking at the coach.
Well, I think he wanted a timeout, but no one called it. Just kept dribbling and basically almost lost it.
This first call timeout in the second half. This means a minute break. Bradley 65. University of Texas, San Antonio 46 with 9:36 to go, and we're back in a minute. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Where can living well take you? Well, anywhere you want. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we understand greater all-around health starts by making sure greater access to health care is all around you. It's why Blue Cross is committed to advancing and simplifying the healthcare experience for our members, no matter the state you find yourself in. We'll be forever by your side, always elevating your healthcare well beyond.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Dribble, pass, and shoot from Learfield. This is Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
A couple of games are final in the league involving the Missouri Valley Conference team. SIUE wins at Indiana State 77-72. Northwestern over UIC in Evanston 83-74. Those are the finals that we have thus far. Missouri State won last night 90-61 over Missouri Southern. Here, Bradley's lead is 65-46. And since they're about to do this, we'll read you about, if I can find it here. It's usually back in the back. 66 is the number tonight with your season tickets for Lariat Steakhouse, Corey's Pub, and Sonic. Score the game. The Braves score the number. All they only need is one more point. You take your ticket to the Lariat Steakhouse, Corey's Pub, or Sonic the next 7 days for a buy one, get one free. Next Voice of the Braves show comes up on Monday night, the 18th, at Kelleher's Irish Pub, 6 to 7 o'clock. And Johnson takes the ball up high to the right. Gets a ball screen. Not much of one from Atletson. He goes downhill, gives it to Meta. He's going to take it into the lane and lose it and double dribble.
Yeah. Tough pass there by Johnson, kind of at his waist, below the waist. You want to get that up high if possible.
15 turnovers. Spears across the timeline. He's got it left-hand side picked up by Montgomery this time. And a give and go from Horton. Goes down the lane. Here's a travel. And they hit the field goal. And it'll be a three-point opportunity with 9:09 to play. Hannah in for Meta.
Allison picks up his fourth foul. Jonovic didn't extend the screen.
You know, if that would have ticked down one more, it would be one after 9:09.
There we go. So Jonovic came out, and then he comes back in for Allison, who has the fourth foul.
He fouled out of the last game against Washington State. Three-point opportunity here. Deep breath for Horton, who made the free throw. They're making all their free throws now. 65-49, back to a 16-point game. Montgomery in the backcourt looks at pressure.
Out.
And here comes Johnson with it. They've got two to make it up, and he just did make it up. Duke Dean is back in the game. Montgomery is on the shield, gets a ball screen left, and he's going downhill. Stops, gives to Meta inside. His hook shot is dribbling no good. Rebound taken down by Johnson, the smallest guy on the floor. I'll take this.
I got the biggest guy on the floor. Give me that.
Jai picked the foul up. His free throw, his foul will send Johnson, who's one of two from the free throw line tonight. And if he makes this one, that trifecta of food opportunities will be yours for the next 7 days. There it is, 66-49 with 8:46 to play. Magic number was 81. The Braves got an outside shot at it.
Yeah, I think they'll get there now. It's going to be close.
Second free throw is good. 67-49, back to an 18-point Bradley lead. And here comes Millender across the timeline, picked up by Duke Dean. 19 points for the senior. And here's Monsanto's three. Missed. They run it down by Jai, who's back into the game. So they got a new shot clock back to 20, all the way down to Spears. Shot is blocked by Meta. Return to sender. Address unknown. With it is Duke Dean. Free throw line extended left. Made a bad pass. That's 16 turnovers and a lob to the basket and a three-point play and a foul. Well, the second half hasn't been as smooth.
No, the turnovers have jumped up and bit him again.
Johnson's second foul. 8:08 to play. 16 Bradley turnovers. That'll get the attention at the film session tomorrow. Three-point play is good. Back to 15. 67-52. They've had a couple of three-point plays here. Here's Duke Dean with it. Juan Johnson, lob is to Duke. He's across the timeline. The Braves have a little bit of an advantage here. Duke gives to Johnson. He's on the shield and brings it high right. 16:15 on the shot clock. We'll have an official time at the next dead ball. Montgomery goes to the right wing. Here's Duke with 8, now 7. Waits for a ball screen with 6, and his pull-up jumper for 3 is good.
Just wait for the matchup you're looking for.
That kaboom, or that three-point shot brought to you by Envision Insurance Group and Auto Owners Insurance. 70-52. Here's a pull-up jumper by Spears. Banked it in. The bank was open there. 70-54. Johnson with it across the timeline against Spears, who reaches in. Gets a screen from Darius Hannah, who's in. They're playing two big guys. Meta to Johnson. He's got the layup. Put it up. Missed it.
Didn't finish.
And they have a breakaway at the other end. That's going to be blocked by somebody. And a great play.
Oh, no!
He
knocked it off.
It's off his legs. Are they going to call it because he was out of bounds?
Yeah. I don't think he realized that he knocked it off of him.
How could you miss that call?
Well, I think because Montgomery basically
he was
blocked
going out
him.
of bounds and he knocked it off his foot. Bright move by Zico. 70-54, 6:59 to play. The Bradley lead. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Walters Brothers Harley-Davidson is proud to be the official ride of Bradley basketball. And if you're looking for a new ride of your own, stop into Walters Brothers and check out the new Harley-Davidson motorcycles. No excuses. Get to Walters Brothers and crank up the throttle on a new generation of Harleys. Check out the newest styles for your favorite motor clothes, ladies, and get some accessories from experts in our parts department. Walters Brothers Harley-Davidson, giving the hometown team a reason to ride since 1921.
Dear Autumn Leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Toyota's lineup of cool, colorful vehicles is ready to ride by your side. Take on fall in a trail-tackling Tacoma or go for the powerful Tundra. Head to Toyota.com for more info or visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
From Learfield, Bradley men's basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD is brought to you by Avantis, Club Car Wash, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Shearer Volvo.
March Madness tips off March 6th through the 9th in St. Louis. And Missouri Valley Conference fan hangout at Ballpark Village is the best place to celebrate before and after games. Visit the MVC Hangout to enjoy Ballpark Village's restaurants and entertainment and everything Arch Madness. For more info, visit archmadness.com and click on Fan Hangout. 70-54, the game is in hand, but that 16 turnovers
sloppy.
Sticks out, doesn't it?
Yeah, 16 turnovers resulting in 20 to 8 points off turnovers in favor of UTSA. Really the only thing keeping them in the game at this point. On the other side of the coin, though, Bradley out-rebounding them 41-23 to offset those turnovers.
There's been a lot of misses.
A lot of misses for UTSA. Bradley's been pretty efficient other than the turnovers. I mean, if
70-54. Atlason's back in with 4 fouls with Anna and Christian Davis and Zeke Montgomery. In fact, the Bradley starters are in the game. And Zeke has the ball in the backcourt and hands to Duke Dean, who will work against Spears and almost turned it over and then was fouled. And so that's team foul number 5. So the Braves will inbound to the backcourt.
Yeah, a little run and jump pressure. Just trying to create turnovers and chaos.
And here comes Duke. And he works against Spears again. And he's across the timeline. Gives the left side. Free throw line extended to Darius Hannah. Now here's Montgomery with 8 on the shot clock. Now 7. Gives to there's a foul that wasn't
Scott's
called
trying
for.
to get
3.
a foul.
And the layup is up and good by Darius Hannah. He just took it himself. He had to because the clock was running down. They reverse now into the corner right on a give and go, but he didn't get it back. Horton. And there's a pull-up jumper is up and rim it no good. Rebound taken down Montgomery. 6 minutes to go in the game. Raise up 18. Here's Duke Dean with it. Up high right. Looks against Millender. Now Montgomery. Looks to go downhill. And gives it to Hannah. He fires up at the left-hand leaner. Misses. And a rebound taken down.
Bad
Millender.
pass.
Monsanto threw it away. They finally turned the ball over. And Duke Dean has it now. Gives him Montgomery. Free throw line extended left. Atlas in a ball fake. Going to take it inside and lay it up and in.
Scott didn't want to pick up his 5th foul.
74-54. Back to a 20-point lead with 5:17 to go. On the move there, Spears. Almost put it right on the floor. Here's a jumper fired up and bounced away, no good. Taken by Millender, and the rebound taken down by Christian Davis. 5 minutes to play in the game. Here's Duke Dean waiting for a ball screen from Atlason. Instead, he rolls to the basket, and Duke fires a 3. Missed it. Rebound taken down by the Roadrunners. Millender with it left. Get the Spear. He wants to go one-on-one. He'll take it to the basket and lay it.
Blocked.
Miss it. And a rebound taken down by Montgomery. If he scores, he'll have a double figures, and he'll have a chance to go to the. Nope, that's 5. 6 fouls. 16
Monsanto.
fouls. Yeah. Monsanto had 2 difficult trips up and down the floor. Had a shot blocked. And now is shooting, so Zeke will go to the line. He's 5 of 7, 71%. Connor Dillon's coming in. Free throw is up and bounces in. That's 9. And that means if he makes this one, he'll be in double figures, I believe.
Yes.
And that'll be 4. One more for Zeke. There it is. That's a yes. 4 in a double figure, 76-54, 4:33 to play. Zeke comes out, and Duke Dean comes out, and that might be it for Duke. As Johnson comes in, and the Braves 1-2-2 here, and going to put a little pressure on, and then they'll drop back in a 3-2 or a 2-3. Inside, Meta fouls before the shot. They say, yeah, that counts, ref.
No, he's on the floor.
17 foul. So this will be 1 in bonus. Horton goes to the line. Free throws up and good. Remember Johnny Horton? He sang North to Alaska.
Gotcha.
That's the song I used with Willie Goff.
John Wayne movie. That's all I remember. North to Alaska.
That I didn't remember.
That's all. Yeah.
Look for the inbounds pass, and Atlason comes back and gives to Jaquan Johnson. 76-56. A jump pass and making it. No, they didn't make it. That's another turnover. Atlason should have come back and got the ball. He did not. And that's a violation, 10-second violation. And here comes Zeke back in.
For ball handling purposes. Since they're continuing to pressure.
Connor Dillon comes out. 4:14 left. 76-56. And now we have a 30-second timeout.
Okay.
So we'll take it. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Your money goes further at Avanti's. Whether it's catering a party, getting dinner for the family, or just grabbing a sandwich for lunch, Avanti's is for you. The entire menu is priced right. From complete dinners to our delicious variety of salads, sandwiches, and pizza, Avanti's is a smart way to eat out. Good food, reasonable prices at Avanti's. Go to Avanti'sPeoria.com to find your Avanti's.
Avanti's has so many choices. It's great Italian food.
You've trusted them since 1940. Oberlander Electric has been your electric contractor for your business, and they remind you that they'll take care of your residence, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365 days a year, and they'll send out one of their highly trained electrical professionals. Call 694-1468 or visit oberlanderelectric.com.
Insurance companies know who are the best lawyers and the toughest to handle a case with. Shouldn't you?
Jay Jensen. One name says it all.
Hi, this is Gary Uftring, and I want to buy your car or truck. That's right, turn your car into cash, because right now your vehicle is worth more than ever before, and we'll write you a check today. For a fast, free appraisal, visit any Uftring Auto Group dealer.
Learfield presents Bradley Men's Basketball on 1470 and 100.3 WMBD.
Bradley Basketball brought to you by Prairie Farms. And Bradley student athletes need to refuel. They choose Prairie Farms chocolate milk. Follow the Braves and make Prairie Farms chocolate milk part of your family's training table. Well, we'll have to have our Ameren, Illinois player of the game.
I think it's a no-brainer right now.
Yeah, I think it is too. Three.
Yeah.
4:14 to play. And they have 88 back in the game. That's Skylar Wicks. Montgomery stays into the game. And they go to the left wing. Whether it is Scott. Is Scott in the game again? No, he's still on the bench. Here's a long-range jumper. Is up and good. A three ball goes down by Millender.
Someone didn't rotate in the 3-2 zone there.
76-59. Duke Dean is back in. Takes the ball to the wing on the right. Atletson is right there. He's doubled. He laid it in. He's got 18 points. His career high, Atletson, is 18 points. Tarleton State last year. Free throw line extended on the left. And there's Spears. His short jumper is good. They're hitting all the shots now. 78-61 with 3:24 to play. Bradley with the lead. They're going to win their second game. Both home games. Montgomery takes the ball to the basket. He's got a short shot up miss, got his own rebound, and adds a couple into the column. A deuce. It's 80-61, Chad. Looks like the magic number is going to hit with 3:04 to play. Here's a drive all the way down. A reverse layup is missed. Atletson gets the rebound as it was missed by Wicks. Rays at the other end. A lob to the basket. Kaboom! Thrown down by Darius Hanna. And that's the magic number. 82-61. Another dunk tonight for the Braves. Here's a long-range jumper by Horton. Rebound taken down by Christian Davis. Now to Duke Dean with 2.5 to play. And he stops up high right. Bounce past Christian Davis. Atletson at the high post. He could get a new career high if he hits a basket here. If he doesn't turn it over. And he fires a three. And missed it. That's what you call no movement. I'll just shoot it. At the other end, there's a partial block.
Foul.
And a foul on Christian Davis.
Was in good position, then reaches over.
That's Darius Hanna's 5th dunk of the season.
What's Atletson got? The other 3? He's got 3? 2 or 3?
Atletson has 2. Thomas 1. Jonovic 1.
Okay.
Free throw's good. 82-62. Duke Dean out. Darius Hanna out. Hanna had a nice game. 17 points.
6 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Second free throw is good. 82-65. Or 3, rather. And it'll be inbounded by Zeke Montgomery. Meta is in. And there's Johnson, who came in for Duke Dean in the back court. Finds Montgomery. The Braves have a bit of a break. And here comes Christian Davis. Threw it away, but picked up. And now here's a Montgomery three. Good! Zico for the 3 ball. 85-63. Driving to the basket all the way down. It was a travel by Lewis. Wasn't called. And he made it. 85-65 with 1:37 to play. There's a ball knocked out of bounds as Johnson tried to hit a corner pass to Atlas and was knocked out of bounds. 22 on the shot clock, 1:33 to play. Northern Illinois here on Saturday night. Here's a 3-ball by Christian Davis, misses. Been a rough night for Christian Davis. And on the front court is Paul Lewis, takes it all the way down. And I think Meta got him.
Yeah.
Connor Dillon will come in with 1:20 to play. Third foul on Meta.
6 points, 5 rebounds for Meta.
That is an exceptional game.
It's serviceable.
It is. You get that every game, you'd be happy. 2 free throws coming up here for Paul Lewis. Made his first. And they've shot them all in for a while.
They are now 18 of 21.
The first game, they were 11 of 20. Second free throw is good. 11 of 12.
I was going to say, 11 of 20 is not very good.
No, I was looking at their opponents. Here's Johnson, 85-67, 18-point Bradley lead. There's Montgomery. High post passes Meta. Looks right, looks left, dribbles it, gives it to Connor Dillon. I think he's going to score here. 8-7. Zeke's going to go to the basket with 4-3. There's a long one from Atletson, short. And in the front court
comes 5.
Here comes Makmu.
Yeah, saw that one coming. 5th foul.
Fouled out again. Second game in a row. Atlas leads with 18 points and 6 rebounds.
And they count the basket because Jonovic came in and blocked it after it hit the backboard.
8. So he fouls out of his second game in a row. And a chance for a 3-point play. Well, they get to 70. Free throw is good. 85-70. And Johnson in the back court. We're under a minute to play. 40 seconds to go. This will be Bradley's last possession to try to score. With it is Johnson. Free throw line extended on the right. And lobs to Meta, who missed the dunk. Rebounds picked up by Montgomery. And it's a held ball, and it will go to
they called it held ball.
The Roadrunners. Unless the Braves get a steal and a breakaway, that will be their last points of the night. How many turnovers? Did we lose count? 17.
I think 18.
That's 18. And here they come. It's Horton. Gives to Spears. This is Lewis. He backs up with 10 seconds to go. High post pass. Has laid up and in. 85-72, and that's going to be your final score.
Well, it ends up closer than what it really was. It really was pretty much out there 16 to 20 points most of the second half. Good comeback win for Bradley after a disappointing loss at Washington State.
Yep. It's a lot of offense, but those turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers are obviously a problem. 18 turnovers on the night, too many.
This would have been a 30-point game.
Again, understanding who you're playing, though, you're going to probably have more turnovers than usual, but still 18's too many.
Did get 4 in double figures, but Atletson was a victim of the turnovers and fouled out of the game again. But it's a win, 85-72, and the Braves go to 2-1 and host Northern Illinois on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. The Ameren, Illinois postgame show comes your way. Not really any doubt about who the MVP is going to be. And we'll talk to Brian Wardle all coming ahead. You're listening to Bradley Braves basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Bradley Braves, ready to fire up your game day? Head to Mission Barbecue for mouth-watering flavors to celebrate our hometown heroes. Join them for a feast of brisket, pulled pork, and their famous sides. Whether you're pre-gaming or post-game celebration, Mission Barbecue has the perfect spread for every fan. So bring your friends and enjoy the atmosphere and support local. Visit Mission Barbecue today and cheer on the Braves. Mission Barbecue, located on Sterling Avenue in Peoria.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. The Grandview Capital Group of Morgan Stanley's Peoria office knows that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Everyone has different goals, from planning for retirement to saving for a child's education. The Grandview Capital Group can create personal investment strategies to help you meet your retirement, education, wealth transfer, and other financial needs. So call the Grandview Capital Group at 309-671-4653. That's 309-671-4653. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
Are you looking for the right family dentist for you and your children? Look no further than Small Town Dental. Small Town believes in preventative, patient-centered dentistry within your community. Our family-friendly culture is what we offer all of our patients, whether they come in for simple cleaning or cosmetic problems. Serving Peoria, Bloomington, Chillicothe, Tremont, Hopeville, and Morden. Also visit our pediatric office, Small Town Dental Kids. Call us at 309-497-6475. Find more information or schedule online at smalltowndental.com. Choose Small Town Dental and stay rooted in community.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes